Oh, hey there. How you doing? How's everybody doing, ladies and gentlemen? HB Gibson here, right here on Gibson Channel Live. I'm live right now. Finding that doing things live takes like a shorter time and a better. Uh, I have a better chance of doing things and getting things done when I do things live. Um, which is going to bring me to what this whole thing is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching this this live. I truly do appreciate it. All of my subscribers, all of my viewers, everybody who has supported me up to this point. I know things look a little bit backwards. That's because I'm doing this thing on my phone at the moment. I'm not using my camera. It's just faster and just easier to do it that way because there's so many technical difficulties that I ran into as I was going on live. The technical difficulties just increase as the days go by. Ladies and gentlemen, as you see from the title, it says updates. I created a thumbnail that didn't fit the entire picture, so I'm gonna have to start making some adjustments. Because it makes some adjustments, I'm gonna make that thumbnail a little bit better, so that way it can actually fit the screen. So when you look at the thumbnail, because the thumbnail actually says more than what it says. The thumbnail I just did not adjust for the actual for the screen, so everything can be seen. So I have to I have to change a few things. I gotta edit a few things. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of the X Zone. I wanted to let everybody know what the updates are, what's going on. First of all, I love doing what I do, and I love making the videos, and hopefully you enjoy them as well. It helps me to stay positive, and I want to give that positivity to everybody that's watching these videos. I want to give everybody the same positivity. Now, Retro Gaming with HB Gibson is a show that I adore doing. I love talking about old video games. I love talking about arcade games. I love talking about those video games from yesteryear, bringing back that good old nostalgia, that good old warm feeling. Brings back those warm, positive vibes from playing those arcade games, from playing those consoles, from playing those handhelds that we held so dearly. And I love talking about comic books, talking about throwback comic books. And it's just easier for me to talk about comic books yesteryear, being that I got this big box of comic books, and calling it Comic Book Throwback Thursday. It's just easier for me to do. It's taking what I have and working it and making it as entertaining as possible. If you've watched any of the episodes of Comic Book Throwback Thursday, I hope that you enjoyed it. At least you're entertained. And any kind of creative criticism is, of course, very, very much welcomed. I like to talk about the comic books. I like to talk about the collectibles that I already own. I have collectibles that are in reference to the comic books that I talk about on the show. And it just makes sense, just like the video games. It brings back those old positive vibes. Also, after watching Black Lightning and becoming such a fan of the show, I went on ahead and I did a show called Dark Voltage, the Black Lightning After Show. And I even created my own superhero to be a part of that Black Lightning After Show. And I did that for 1.5 seasons. And whenever possible, I would do movie reviews. And of course, my monthly magazine, the X Zone Micro, where I talk about news about comic books, video games, and so on and so forth. And I know that there's an audience in service with the aforementioned shows. I see the views, and I appreciate the views that I've gotten. I love creating those pieces of content. It's art for me. As you all know, I am an actor, but of course, as of late, there hasn't been a lot of roles, and I haven't really been doing the auditions like I should. It's been difficult, when you have a full-time job and you're trying to take care of home. You can't do everything, and you spread yourself really thin for, in regards to your art and trying to reach everybody and trying to make things work and be successful. But filming and editing and adding effects and music takes a lot of work to make these shows work. And like I said, with a full-time job and loved ones to look after, it's difficult. It's very difficult. And that's the reason why I don't have many of those episodes up. Because with Dark Voltage, that's dedication. That is dedication. You got to do that show. You have to do those things every week. To do an after show, you got to be dedicated. And looking at the way things have gone and the viewership of those shows not been the best, especially since the very, very first episode when I reviewed Black Lightning. But I wanted to take it further because I love the show so much. And I had the pleasure of meeting the cast of Black Lightning at a called the Great Philly Con. I had the pleasure of meeting Cress Williams, Crundon Jones, and James Remar, and China, and everybody. I got a chance to meet everybody. And it was really wonderful. Needless to say, in my excitement, doing all those shows, I spread myself very thin. However, recently with the trailer reactions, I've gotten a lot of views, and I've gotten more views and more comments than ever. The views and the comments have been really wonderful, and I thank you all for viewing the trailer reactions, and all the comments that you've been making have been really, really fantastic, and I really appreciate it. And everybody who's been subscribing to the channel, I truly, 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 truly do truly appreciate it. But with that being said, it saddens me a bit to inform everyone that Dark Voltage, I cannot foresee myself doing any more episodes of those in the near future right now. Retro Gaming with HB Gibson and Comic Book Throwback Thursday are episodes or shows that I'm really going to be doing very, very sporadically. So what I'm basically doing is I'm going to be basically going back to the original thing of random geekiness. I don't know when I'm going to do another Comic Book Throwback Thursday. I don't know when I'm going to do a Retro Gaming with HB Gibson show. I don't know when I'm going to do these things. They'll probably be very sporadic, or they might not be done at all. So my first goal is right now to try to make this channel into something that I can make a living off of. So that I can get that support going. So now, this is where I talk about the Patreon. The Patreon campaign is going to be starting. For those who will, if you are interested, I will be launching a Patreon campaign in February. And those who support me, you'll probably get more content. What the thing is that I need help in getting these done, because I don't want to throw the shows away. I want to do this full time. I want to be able to do this for a living. And my first goal right now is to get a computer. a better computer and better software. So that way I could do professional live shows. Um, and have like I said, have the lower thirds, be able to bring in pictures, be able to bring in music, and do that in real time to make it look polished and look right. So that's getting that out of the way. That the episodes I really enjoy doing, the retro gaming with H.B. Gibson, the comic book Throwback Thursday, and Dark Voltage. Those shows are either going to be taken down or out until I get more support. But I will continue to do trailer reactions. I will continue to do movie reviews as per I'm able. And that's basically that. And I will let you know when the Patreon campaign will start. If you're able to, great. If you're not able to, fine. I appreciate you watching at all. I truly do. I truly do appreciate you watching the shows. It makes it worthwhile to know that people are watching. Okay, so that's the Patreon campaign and the production changes. Things are just going to be very, very sporadic and very random. But the trailer reactions are going to keep going because those are really the easiest things for me to do. And I enjoy doing them. But there's just so much more that I want to do, but I can't really do them as much with the schedule that I have. So if I got enough Patreon supporters, I can do this on a full-time basis and do better. So that's it. Not going to talk about it anymore. I'm through begging for money. So that's the production changes. That's the Patreon campaign. The Bird Box live commentary. The Bird Box live commentary, I really want to do that. I want to do that. I haven't seen Bird Box yet. Everybody's been talking about it. Everybody always has something to say about a film that's popular. Everybody wants to make themselves seem like they're elite or bigger than whatever is being shown on television. You know, when something is popular, somebody always wants to challenge it, to try to make themselves look good or make themselves, to get some attention. Everybody always wants to knock down something positive to gain attention for themselves, to make themselves seem more knowledgeable and more cool and more elite or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Bird Box live commentary on YouTube just for you guys. Okay, I will be announcing that very soon. Perhaps maybe sometime next week I'll do that. Young Justice Outsiders. When I first watched it, I didn't really get into it except for the first episode. The first episode of Young Justice Outsiders was great. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched it yet. Spoiler alert. Do not watch anymore. Okay? So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Spoilers. And when I'm done with the spoiler, you turn your volume down. And when I'm done with the spoilers, I'm going to do like this. Then you can turn the volume back up. So here's the spoilers. Turn your volume down if you don't want to hear it. It was so cool to see Black Lightning. It was really, really cool to see Black Lightning in the episodes. It was a very, very tough beginning episode of seeing the Justice League being torn apart, disbanded. Batman walked out. Hardware walked out. Plastic Man walked out. Green Arrow walked out. Robin left. Arrowette walked out. Arrowette? I thought she was Artemis. I don't know. A couple other people walked out. I can't remember. I think Katana walked out, and a couple other people walked out. And there were some reference. They even referenced Batman Inc. And they're calling it the Outsiders because a lot of the members of the Justice League are doing non-costumed missions now, and it's really, really cool. They're investigating metahumans that are being made or created, and you know, the foreign leaders that are involved in it. Um, it's really, really, really cool so far. Because in the beginning I wasn't into it, but then I watched the first 3 episodes again, and I'm really digging it. It's a great series. They brought back Young Justice in a hardcore way. This is a much darker uh, Young Justice, a little bit more harder. You know, Aqualad is now basically a big wig. He big now. You know, I don't know if he's the leader or not, but is he a leader? I'm not sure. I have to check it out. But he's like head honcho kind of. He was like, you know, like making announcements and stuff like that. And just you know, being the head honcho. I don't know if Aqualad is officially Aquaman. I believe he's now the Aquaman now. He was promoted from Aqualad to Aquaman, and I don't know where Aquaman is in this series, but I think he was promoted as being full Aquaman. I think you know. But hey, listen, we'll see. Of course, everybody knows about the ending of Titans. Superboy showed up at the end. I did a reaction to that. If you haven't seen it, fantastic. But so far so good. It is good to see Young Justice back again. It took us about like 3 years, I think, to get it, but it's really, really fantastic. I totally enjoyed it. More trailer reactions are coming soon. I'm going to be doing a trailer reaction to The Punisher. I have not. It took everything in my being to not watch the Punisher trailer. It took everything in my being to not watch the Aladdin trailer, so I gotta get caught up. You know, like I said, this month, if you saw in another up, I said that I was gonna be kind of like taking a rest this month, but then I started itching, and then the ping pong ball started bouncing around and everything, and I wanted to get back on. So I do have more trailer reactions coming. I saw the trailer for the next trailer for Captain Marvel. Can I be honest with everybody? Can I be honest with everybody? And I hope that I'm wrong. But I do not see a great future for, I don't know, I just got this bad feeling. I don't have a good feeling about, number one, I don't have a good feeling about Captain Marvel. I don't have a good feeling about Avengers Endgame. I know that's sacrilege. I do not have a good feeling about Star Wars Episode 9. You heard it here first. It was something that I was trying not to say. I was trying not to put out any negative vibes about anything, but I am not. I just got a bad feeling about Avengers Endgame. I got a bad feeling about Star Wars Episode 9. I think that our favorite, a lot of our favorite franchises. I just hope that I'm wrong. I really, really hope that I'm wrong. Or maybe I'm just being negative, or I don't know. Maybe it's just false feelings. But I don't know. I just don't have a good feeling about the Disney franchises of Marvel and Star Wars right now. It's weird. It's weird. Am I wrong? Do you guys feel the same way? Talk to me in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this very, very long video. But these are the updates. My Patreon campaign will be going up in February. The Bird Box live commentary will be happening hopefully sometime next week. I will let you know. All right. That's going to be going up for everybody. So don't worry. The movie's not going to be down here, and I'm not going to be watching it. That would be a copyright infringement. So what I want to do is you go to Netflix, queue up Bird Box, and then we'll watch it together. Okay, we'll watch it together live right here on YouTube. Okay, and we could talk about it and whatever, and then we'll see what happens. Okay. So with that being said, I love you to life. Thank you for sticking with me with this very, very long video. So that way you know what's going on with Comic Book Throwback Thursday, with Retro Gaming with HB Gibson, with Dark Voltage, that these shows are not going to be as frequent, if at all. And Dark Voltage, I just cannot really see myself doing that show again unless I have some strong Patreon support. Yeah, an 8-hour, full-time job, home life, and trying to do a YouTube channel, doing all the shows that I want to do. It's just not happening, guys. So don't fret. I'm not quitting. You're gonna get more videos, but things are just not gonna be as frequent as I would like for them to be. Okay? So I love you out of life, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.